What's poppin', Jungle Gang? It's your boy Jungle Boy Busy. We back with another episode in the jungle. Now, today we got NBA Youngboy. That's right, Mr. Make America Slimy again himself, NBA Youngboy. He just sat down and did an interview with Complex Magazine. And in that interview, he talks about a lot. He talks about his album, he talks about the tour, he talks about a few other things. One of the things he talked about is the 21 Savage's F the Streets movement. Now, for those who don't know, 21 Savage tweeted out a few weeks ago, F the Streets, which is a narrative that he's been pushing, and a lot of people not jacking it. I mean, some people is, but it seems like Youngboy is one of those people who is not jacking it. Now, he talked about it in the interview, and he gives his point of view of why he not jacking it. So before we get any further, let's check it out.
What's your take, because I think you've been early on this, on, 21 Savage had the Fuck the Streets movement that he kind of has been promoting these last...
I don't give a fuck about that. I am the streets. I love the streets. I come from the streets. I ain't on all that pussy ass shit. But about that, I ain't just...
Now, Youngboy saying he ain't on all that pussy ass shit. You know what I'm saying? He's saying he not jacking it. He not really with that. But then he goes on to say that he don't support the reckless violence. He's saying that he do believe in, peace. And he could contradict himself, or he could understand why people would say he contradicts himself sometimes, given the music that he make. But all in all, he's just saying he's from the streets, and, he don't respect the F the Streets movement. Let's continue.
Oh, no. It's kind of like, I think people kind of confused. It ain't got nothing to really do with toting a gun. Because I ain't telling you not tote your gun.
Mm-hmm.
But you ain't got to have your gun and engage in bullshit.
Be violent.
Have your shit because you love it and because you want to protect yourself.
Right.
So, that's why I donate money to those type of things. Because I actually do kill.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people just be like, I guess confused. I be throwing out mixed signals probably.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that. Like, you would never forget about where you came from. Is that how you see the Fuck the Street shit? Is it like you think people are saying fuck where they came from?
Man, I ain't got my own color.
You don't be paying attention to that shit.
I just don't care.
Yeah. That's real.
That's the narrative somebody pushing right now, and I'm pushing my narrative.
Tight. I want to get back to the album for a second.
Now, in my opinion, let's be real. Youngboy not in the streets running around and shit like that, regardless of what they might say about him, all the hats that he might have. I think, man, deep down inside, Youngboy really feel like fuck the streets. But he's not gonna come out and say that. Why? Because who backs him? The streets, Like, Pusha just came out and said F the streets, and when he was like the resuscitation to the streets after the whole Atlanta thing. So, like, on a business aspect, it was something dumb of him to do, but I would hope that everybody that's in the streets would want to say F the streets to a certain extent. I mean, it's not like we saying F where we came from, or, forget where you came from. But when it comes to the pros and cons of the streets, I think we all could agree that it's trash, bro. Like, the streets is trash. We are reminded of that every day. Look at the Dirk situation. Look at Young Thug situation. Look at Pooh Shiesty that just came home. Honeycomb Brazy going back and forth in and out of jail. King Von we lost. I mean, I could sit here all day and just talk about the different reasons why it's fuck the streets. But I think this is causing a lot of controversy because from a business aspect of these guys having careers in the streets being like their core fan base, it's probably not the smartest thing to do, but it is a message that shouldn't be ignored, in my opinion. So look, we got a lot of controversy on this, and as I said before, from a business aspect, with your fan base being your core audience, I can understand why it might not be a good idea, but it is a good message to the youth to understand why it's fuck the streets. Even Academic touched on this topic.
So, I thought that when the whole F the streets thing was, kind of transpiring and going around social media and hip hop, who I felt should be the last person that jumped in on that? Pooh Shiesty. You just came out of jail and you're saying that you're back on the street shit and you're bringing back the streets damn near. You can't say fuck the streets. But for whatever reason, I don't know why, he came out and said that. People haven't taken too well to that, okay? They've now kind of looked at him as a little bit like a hypocrite, especially after yesterday he posted, I am the streets. You see how this could get confusing? When I seen Pooh Shiesty say, fuck the streets, I was like, dude, did you not hear the song you just put out? You basically saying you were itching to get back on street shit. I ain't shot no one in 4 years, and I ain't sent a hit in 3. And ain't nobody slimy as me. This is what you're saying, brother. So you're not saying fuck the streets. You're actually saying you fuck with the streets. So when he came out and said it, and remember, the audience, don't forget, they looked at that and said, wait, is fuck the streets after you drop the #1 street song? He's feeling the blowback of it. That's why he's coming back around. And he put up a post. I don't know if you guys seen this. He put up a post and it said, I am the streets.
Now, I hate to put it like this because I'm constantly reminded of the psychological marketing and the manipulation due to the hidden agendas that we face today. But a lot of people not only looked at it from the business aspect, but from more of a moral aspect, taking this whole fuck the streets thing mad personal.
He said he had never leave the streets behind or whatever the fuck this goofy said. I don't know. He's a goofy. Youngboy, one of the biggest goofies in the world. I know a lot of you fanboys who ass get wet for Youngboy. I know a lot of y'all gonna be mad at me. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck about that. I am the streets. I love the streets.
I am the streets. I love the streets.
from the streets.
I come from the streets.
See how we have?
You love the streets, bro? This is the same nigga that's been in jail I don't know how many times. You got real dead homies behind this shit. The streets ain't did nothing to you but try to kill you and lock you up.
Now, you got other people like Honeycomb Brazy on the other hand who feel very different. As some of you may know, Honeycomb Brazy, he's completely in the streets. I mean, this dude been in and out of jail. He lost his grandparents, rest in peace. He lost his grandmother and his grandfather to some beef in the streets. You know, he from Mobile, Alabama, where it's real treacherous out there. And Honeycomb Brazy not really too fond of the whole fuck the streets thing. Here's what he gotta say.
Lost y'all mind of this whole boy. What the f? I can cry tears. Y'all disappointed me, boy. All you disappointed me. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't want to understand it. You niggas, I don't understand it. I'm from the streets. I'm from the street. What you niggas talking about? What the f you talking about? The street. Boy, I'm from the streets, boy. Man, I'm from the streets. You ain't from no suburb. Y'all ain't say suburb. You that who handling that who pin their feet on our neck. The suburb, no white people stepping on our face. You about the street. You had to get out the mud and tripping out there. I don't care. I don't care. I don't want no understanding. I ain't got no understanding. I ain't trying to get no clout. None of that. I'm really me. I'm not clout chasing. I'm really me. And I know y'all.
So there y'all have it, man. Honeycomb Brazy feel like, you know, it's not for the streets. NBA Youngboy feel like it's not for the streets. And, you know, I think we all feel like, regardless if you're in the streets or not, I feel like we all believe that the streets is trash, bro. I don't think NBA Youngboy like going to jail. I don't think Honeycomb Brazy like going to jail. I don't think none of us like losing loved ones, being under investigation, or none of that shit that come with the streets. I believe you can stay true to yourself, bro. You don't gotta say fuck where you from or forget where you came from. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's cool to just glorify the streets like it's all pros and it's no cons that come with it, you know? So with that being said, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification button, and let me know, y'all in the streets for life or it's for the street?